Welcome back to Network Africa. We still have Professor Idara Akpabio talking to us about the annular eclipse, which is expected to be seen tomorrow. Now, Professor, what do we make of these types of occurrences?
Well, the point is this. All these celestial bodies are in constant motion. All the celestial bodies are in constant motion. All the celestial bodies are in constant motion. The moon revolves around the earth, the moon orbits around itself, and then the earth orbits around itself 24 hours, and then revolves around the sun 365 days. So at any time that there is a movement, either from the sun or from the moon, so much that the sun, the moon, and the earth are in straight line, eclipse occurs. When they're in straight line, that means the moon has blocked the sunlight from the sun reaching the earth. The moon has now come in between the sun and the earth. So eclipse is bound to occur.
So what should we expect as consequences of the solar eclipse within the African region and other parts of the world?
Well, the point is that once there's an eclipse, it automatically triggers some other processes on Earth. For example, when an eclipse occurs, there's a change in wind direction, there's a change in wind speed. And so any country, for example, that relies on, for example, wind energy for electricity, there has to be a snap between that period that eclipse occurs. Thank God it doesn't occur for a long time. The one that we're expecting tomorrow should be about 2 hours or thereabout, let's say more than that. That is one consequence. Then the other one is that there could be a change in weather. When eclipse occurs, we on Earth are basically deprived of having sunlight from the sun. And so the normal amount of heat or temperature that we should have from the sun, we don't have it. We have been deprived of that. So once that happens, there's a tendency for a change in weather. Everything comes down. We have a lower temperature. It appears as if we are in the night. That's the second consequence. Now the third one is that there could be a halt in gravity. If you're in the lab and you're doing a simple experiment that involves simple pendulum, you will see that when you're swinging it, it tends to be very fast. What that tells us is that gravity at that time, where there is eclipse.
All right, thank you very much, Professor Akpabio, for talking to us on the program.
Any activity.
Well, moving on now, data from the National Bureau of Statistics shows that Nigeria's gross domestic product contracted by 2.06% in the second quarter of 2016. According to the report, the decline was caused by a weaker naira, while lower prices dragged the oil sector by 0.36% in the first quarter. During the quarter, nominal GDP was 2.73% higher at 23.48 million naira at basic prices. This growth was lower than the rate recorded in the second quarter of 2015 by 2.44%. During the period under review, oil production was estimated at 1.69 million barrels per day. That's 0.42 million barrels per day lower from production in the first quarter of 2016. Chairman of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has resigned from his job just a day after a parliamentary committee recommended his removal because of a conflict of interest. The EACC was due to investigate alleged corruption at Kenya's National Service, which is funded by government, but a company that Mr. Kinto owns is alleged to have hard dealings with the NYS. Members of Parliament had asked President Uhuru Kenyatta to establish a tribunal to facilitate his removal. And that's our packet today. Thank you so much for watching. I am BC Adebayo.